So, in a recent interview with President Kondo, the president of Falcom, he mentioned that there has been some internal debate, right, between remaking Trails in the Sky the Third next or remaking Trails from Zero. We already know that Trails in the Sky second chapter is coming, right? And in this interview, he actually said he wants to deliver that game as soon as possible. So that's something to look forward to. But just like how internally they're split, we as fans are probably split as well in terms of what direction do we want the remakes to go for the Trails series. I'm here to give you my opinion on it because this series is near and dear to my heart. Trails in the Sky, the first chapter remake, is probably just my game of the year this year. I love that game so much. So let's just dive into it, man. Here's how I see it. And here's why I think Falcom should remake Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure next, instead of jumping to Sky the Third. Look, I love Sky the Third. It's important. But if we're talking about what actually moves the series forward and gets people excited, the answer is Crossbow, plain and simple. First off, Zero and Azure are the backbone of modern Trails, dude. So much of what happens in Cold Steel and even the Calvert arc ties directly back to Crossbow. If new players want to understand the continent, Crossbow, it's not optional. It's the center of the map, politically and narratively. Remaking that arc helps the entire series make more sense. Second, we just gotta be honest, man. The SSS is one of the most beloved groups in the franchise. Lloyd, Ellie, Tio, Randy, people adore these characters. They show up everywhere. Their story still matters today. Zero and Azure deals with themes that are honestly more relevant today than ever. Corruption, nationalism, megacorporations acting like governments. It's the kind of story people connect with right now, and if Falcom wants to make a remake that lands hard in today's market, Crossbow is the obvious pick, you know? Remaking Sky Third next, look, it's good, but to me, it's a little bit structurally weird, it's niche, and for some people, it might just feel like a bonus rather than a full arc if they were to drop a remake of this game. Releasing it might kill the hype that Sky FC and Sky Second Chapter built. But Zero? Azure? That would blow doors off, dude. The fan base would go crazy. Let's talk business for a second too, right? Falcom isn't a massive company. They need a remake that sells to keep growing, and Zero and Azure is easily the more commercially powerful next step. Crossbow is where the money is, dude. It has the broader appeal. Finally, remaking Zero and Azure fixes the biggest problem with the current timeline, you know? We're gonna have Sky 1, Sky 2, and modern graphics, modern Cold Steel games, modern Calvert games, and then right in the middle, we have these two very, very good games stuck in PSP era tech. It breaks the flow, dude. Updating Crossbow makes the whole Trails experience smoother and more coherent for new players. Here's the bottom line in my opinion. Sky Third, great for longtime fans, but Zero and Azure are the future of the entire series in my opinion. If Falcom wants momentum, wants growth, wants new players, wants hype, the next move is obvious in my opinion. Remake Trails from Zero, then remake Trails to Azure, and bring Crossbow up to the level it deserves.